I'm Surpasir, course instructor for Geotechnical Engineering. In this presentation, we will solve problem based on Atterberg limits. The liquid limit of a clay soil is 56% and its plasticity index is 15%. In what state of consistency is this material at a water content of 45%? Second is, what is the plastic limit of the soil? Third, the void ratio of this soil at the minimum volume reached on shrinkage is 0.88. What is the shrinkage limit if its grain specific gravity is 2.71? To begin with, we will write down all the given data. First one is liquid limit, which is WL equal to 56%. Next is plasticity index, which is denoted by IP, and that value is 15%. We need to find out in what state of consistency the material will be if its natural water content is 45%. That means we have to find out whether it is in solid state, semi-solid state, plastic or liquid state. So to find out first one, we will determine what is its plastic limit, because the value of a liquid limit is given, plasticity index is given, and using the equation plasticity index IP equal to liquid limit minus plastic limit, we will be able to find what is plastic limit, that is WP. So IP given in the problem is 15, liquid limit is 56 and plastic limit will be 56 minus 15, which is equal to 41%. So here in the problem it is mentioned that water content is 45%, which is greater than 41%. We will first locate plastic limit in the graph. So we know that plastic limit is this point, which is the limit between semi-solid and plastic state. So plastic limit which we found from the problem is 41%. So 41% will be located here. But natural content of the water is 45%, which is greater than 41%. So this 45% lies in plastic state. So hence we write that at water content of 45%, the soil is in plastic state of consistency. So in order to determine the consistency, we compared the value of plastic limit which we found by knowing the given data and comparing it with the water content which is given in the problem. Next we have to find the plastic limit of the soil, which is already been found out. The plastic limit is 41%. The void ratio of the soil at the minimum volume reached on shrinkage is 0.88. So void ratio E is equal to 0.88. We need to find out what is its shrinkage limit if the specific gravity is 2.71. The equation which relates void ratio and specific gravity is ES is equal to W into G. Here S value is taken as 100%, that is 1, because at shrinkage limit, that is over here in this diagram, we can see that at shrinkage limit the volume is minimum and the soil is in saturated condition. That means all the voids present in the soil are filled with water. Hence we say that the soil is saturated. So we can take the value of S equal to 1 in the equation ES is equal to W into G. So we can now find out what is shrinkage limit using formula WS is equal to E divided by G. E value is 0.88 and G is 2.71, with which we get shrinkage limit as 32.5%. Next problem. A soil has a plastic limit of 25% and a plasticity index is 30. If the natural water content of the soil is 34%, what is the liquidity index and what is the consistency index? How do you describe the consistency? So the given data are plastic limit, which is WP equal to 25%, plasticity index, that is IP equal to 30. Natural water content is 34%, that is W equal to 34%. We need to find out what is liquidity index. To find liquidity index, the formula available is natural water content, that is W, minus WP, which is plastic limit, divided by IP, which is plasticity index. In this problem, the value of W is given as 34, that is natural water content. So 34 minus WP, that is 25, divided by IP, that is 30, with which we get liquidity index as 0.3. Next, we have to find what is consistency index. To find consistency index, the formula available is IC equal to liquid limit, that is WL, minus natural water content, that is W, divided by IP, that is plasticity index. Liquid limit is to be found out because it is not given in the problem. So in order to find a liquid limit, we can use the equation plasticity index IP equal to liquid limit minus plastic limit, because the value of WP and IP both known, so we can easily find what is WL. So WL will be IP plus WP. So IP here given is 30 and WP is 25, with which we get liquid limit as 55%. So this value of WL to be substituted here in this equation, minus W, that is 34, that is natural water content, which is W, divided by IP, that is 30. So with this we get consistency index as 0.7. So by knowing these values of liquidity index and consistency index, we need to describe the consistency. So this is what is the tabular column which has to be remembered in order to define the consistency of the soil. So we need to know what are the values of consistency index, liquidity index, and what is the corresponding consistency for all these four values. So if the value of consistency index lies between 1 to 0.75 and if liquidity index lies between 0 to 0.25, then the soil is referred to as stiff soil. Similarly, rest of the values are mentioned and the corresponding values of or the corresponding consistency of the soil have been mentioned. Here in this problem we got liquidity index as 0.3. So that lies between 0.25 to 0.5. That means it is medium soft soil. And if we try to compute the value of consistency index, which is 0.7, and it lies between 0.75 to 0.5. So hence the soil can be referred to as medium soft. So this is how we can define the consistency of the soil if we calculate the value of consistency index and liquidity index. Next problem. A fine grained soil is found to have liquid limit of 90% and plasticity index of 50. The natural water content is 28%. Determine the liquidity index and indicate the probable consistency of the natural soil. Here in this problem, given value is liquid limit WL equal to 90%, plasticity index, that is IP, equal to 50, and natural water content, that is W, is given as 28%. We need to find out what is liquidity index and we need to mention the consistency of the natural soil. To find liquidity index, the formula available is IL equal to natural water content minus plastic limit divided by plasticity index. Here natural water content is given as 28 minus WP, that is plastic limit, is not given, but we can find plastic limit using the equation IP equal to WL minus WP, as we know the value of IP and liquid limit. So plastic limit will be WP equal to liquid limit, that is WL, minus IP, that is plasticity index. Liquid limit is 90 minus IP is 50. So 90 minus 50 is 40%. So substitute WP equal to 40 divided by IP is given as 50. So once we calculate, we get IL equal to minus 12 divided by 50, which is equal to minus 0.24. So this value is negative. Now we know that the liquidity index since it is negative, the soil is in semi-solid state of consistency. If the value of IL, whatever we get from the calculation, comes out to be negative, then we say that the soil is in semi-solid state and it is stiff. Since the soil is in semi-solid state, it will be stiff. And also we can find out its consistency based on the value of water content and plastic limit. So here if we refer to this graph, we know that the plastic limit, that is WP, is equal to 40%. So plastic limit is 40%. But natural water content is 28%, which is less than plastic limit. So we can say that the soil is in semi-solid state based on the values of water content and plastic limit. So hence it is mentioned over here. It can be inferred directly from the observation that natural moisture content is less than plastic limit of the soil. So from this graph, based on the value of water content and plastic limit, we will be able to say that the soil is in semi-solid state. Next problem. A clay sample has void ratio of 0.5 in dry condition. The grain specific gravity has been determined as 2.72. What will be the shrinkage limit of this clay? The void ratio in the dry condition also will be the void ratio of the soil even at shrinkage limit, but the soil has to be saturated at this limit. That means here in this problem it is mentioned that the clay sample has void ratio E, that is equal to 0.5 when it is in dry condition. Like for example, let us consider this soil mass of volume V which is in dry condition. That means there is no water present in the voids. So let us consider that the volume of the soil particles in dry state is Vs and volume of voids is equal to Vv in dry state. But once we add water to this same soil mass, all the voids will get filled up with water. So when all the voids get filled up with water, it is said to be in saturated condition. So that means all the voids present in the soil mass are filled with water. Hence it is saturated. So in this condition, that is in saturated condition, the volume of the soil particle will remain same, which is nothing but Vs. There is no change in volume of the soil particles. And even there is no change in the volume of voids, that is Vv. But there is change in volume of water. That is not considered to find voids ratio. We know that voids ratio is equal to Vv by Vs. So void ratio in dry state is equal to void ratio in saturated state. So hence we can use the formula Es is equal to Wg, where S is taken as 100%. That is S equal to 1. Even though it is mentioned that the soil is in dry condition, we are considering that the soil will have void ratio same as that in saturated condition. So we take S equal to 1, even though it is mentioned as dry condition. So here that is what is mentioned. The void ratio in dry condition also will be the void ratio of the soil even at the shrinkage limit. That means once we go on adding water, all the voids present in the soil will be filled with water and there won't be change in volume of the soil mass till shrinkage limit. Whatever was the volume when it was dry will be equal to the volume of the soil when it is saturated. So S is considered as equal to 1 and we can find out the value of shrinkage limit using formula Ws equal to E divided by G. Here void ratio is equal to 0.5, G is 2.72. Easily we can find shrinkage limit as 18.4%. The mass and volume of a saturated clay specimen were 29.8 gram and 17.7 cm3 respectively. On oven drying, the mass got reduced to 19 gram and the volume to 8.9 cm3. Calculate shrinkage limit, shrinkage ratio and volumetric shrinkage. Also find specific gravity of the soil. The given data are mass of wet soil specimen, that is M, equal to 29.8 gram and volume of wet soil specimen is 17.7 cm3. Mass of dry soil specimen is given, that is 19 gram, which is MD. Similarly, volume of dry soil specimen is given, that is VD equal to 8.9 cm3. First, we need to find out what is shrinkage limit. So, with these data, we can use the equation to find shrinkage limit as Ws equal to M minus MD minus V minus VD into rho W. Here, please note to replace gamma W by rho W. Rho W is density of water and gamma W is unit weight of water. Here we will consider density of water in gram per cm cube, as mass is given in terms of gram and volume is given in terms of centimeter cube. So here replace gamma W by rho W. Whole divided by MD, that is mass of dry soil specimen. M is given as 29.8, MD is 19, V is 17.7, VD is 8.9, rho W, that is density of water, is 1 divided by MD is 19. So once we calculate, we get shrinkage limit as 10.53%. Next, we need to find out what is shrinkage ratio. The formula to find shrinkage ratio, SR is equal to MD divided by VD into rho W. MD is 19, VD is 8.9 and rho W is 1. So once we calculate, we get SR equal to 2.13. Next, we have to find what is volumetric shrinkage. Formula to find volumetric shrinkage, Vs is equal to V minus Vd divided by Vd into 100%. In the lecture video, your V is being mentioned as V1, but it represents the volume of wet soil specimen. So V is 17.7, Vd is 8.9, whole divided by Vd is 8.9 into 100%, we get Vs equal to 98.8%. Next, we have to find what is specific gravity of soil. We will use the equation which relates specific gravity to shrinkage limit and MD, VD and rho W. The formula available to find shrinkage limit is Ws is equal to Vd by MD into rho W minus 1 by G. But in the problem, we are asked to find G, so we will take out the term 1 by G on the left hand side and rest all terms to be written on the right hand side, which will be Vd by MD into rho W minus Ws. Vd is 8.9, MD is 19, rho W is 1 and Ws, which is calculated, is 10.53%, which can be written as 10.53 divided by 100, which is equal to 0.1053. So once we calculate, we get the value of G equal to 2.75. Next problem. The plastic limit and liquid limit of a soil are 33% and 45% respectively. So here the value of WP and WL are given. The percentage volume change from the liquid limit to the dry state is 36% of the dry volume. Similarly, the percentage volume change from the plastic limit to the dry state is 24% of the dry volume. Determine the shrinkage limit and shrinkage ratio. So what we will do is, to understand this problem, we will draw a graph of water content versus volume. So note down water content on x-axis and change in volume on y-axis. And we will represent three Atterberg limits on x-axis, that is shrinkage limit, plastic limit and liquid limit. In problem, it is mentioned that plastic limit is 33%, which is marked over here, and liquid limit is 45%, so that is also marked. We know that till shrinkage limit, volume remains same. So whatever volume of the soil sample was there in dry state will remain same till it reaches shrinkage limit. So we will represent dry volume as Vd. With further increase in water content, we know that there will be increase in water content. So we will show this line upwards, which is increasing. In the problem it is mentioned that the percentage volume change from liquid limit to dry state is 36% of the dry volume. So what we will do is we will mark the points on this line corresponding to shrinkage limit as S, corresponding to plastic limit as P, and corresponding to liquid limit as L. And we will proceed the line from these 3 points on y-axis to represent volume at liquid limit as VL, volume at plastic limit as VP, and already we had marked VD to begin with. Since it is mentioned that the percentage volume change from liquid limit to dry state is 36% of the dry volume, we will mark the distance between VL and VD as 0.36 VD. Similarly, the percentage volume change from plastic limit, that is from VP, to the dry state, that is VD, is 24% of the dry volume. So we will mark the distance between VP and VD as 0.24 VD. We need to find what is shrinkage limit and shrinkage ratio. And before proceeding with the problem, we will mark even points B, C and D. These are the imaginary points which are marked. The formula available to find shrinkage limit is Ws equal to Wl minus Sc. So this formula need not have to be remembered, but that we will come to know by referring to this graph. In previous slide we already had marked Ws, Wp and Wn, and even we had marked imaginary points B, C and D. So from this graph we can see that shrinkage limit, that is Ws, is equal to liquid limit, that is Wl, which is written in this equation, minus distance between S and C. And this is indicated by the arrows which are shown in green color over here. Shrinkage limit Ws is equal to liquid limit, that is 45, minus the distance between S and C. In order to find distance SC, we will consider similar triangles, that is LPD and LSC. So considering both triangles, we can write equation as PD, that is horizontal dimension of LPD, divided by horizontal dimension of LSC, that is SC. So we write PD divided by SC equal to vertical dimension of triangle LPD, that is LD. So that's what is written here, LD, divided by vertical dimension of triangle LSC, that is LC. So we write LD divided by LC. Now we need to know what is value of PD. PD is this distance which is shown by red arrow over here. In order to find PD, we need to know what is the value of the liquid limit, which is known as 45%, and we should know what is the value of plastic limit, which is shown over here with the red arrow, that is 33%. So 45% minus 33%, we get PD, which is equal to 12%. So it is written over here as 12, divided by SC, which is to be found out, equal to LD. So this is what is LD. LD will be equal to 0.36 VD minus 0.24 VD. So we get it as 0.12 VD, that is 0.12 VD, divided by LC. So LC is 0.36 VD. which is mentioned in the problem. So once we substitute, we get the value of SC equal to 36%. And this value has to be substituted in order to find the value of shrinkage limit. So we get 45 minus 36 equal to 9% as the shrinkage limit. Next, we need to find out what is shrinkage ratio. The formula available to find shrinkage ratio is VL minus VD divided by VD into 100 divided by WL minus WS. Here VL is, that is the summation of VD and 0.36 VD. So VL is equal to VD plus 0.36 VD. So that is the distance between VD and the distance between VD and VL. We know the distance between VL and VD as 0.36 VD, which was given in the problem. So this distance is 0.36 VD, and this distance between the origin and VD is VD itself. So total dimension of VL will be VD plus 0.36 VD, which is equal to 1.36 VD, minus VD as it is, whole divided by VD is written as it is, into 100 divided by liquid limit is 45, which is given in the problem, minus shrinkage limit, which we found as 9%. So once we substitute, we get the value of shrinkage ratio as 1. Thank you.